Channel 13. Together, on top of everything in Alabama and around the world.
President Bush promises to do whatever it takes to tame the Iraqis. I'm Pam Huff with the latest on the situation in the Persian Gulf.
This is Gene Lively. A state panel proposes some changes for abortion clinics. The story's coming up.
This is Ken Laz. It was a good day for autographs at Shoal Creek, if you didn't mind a few elbows once in a while. The story in sports.
Now, live from Birmingham and everywhere in Alabama, this is 13 News.
Pentagon sources say the U.S. warships are now close enough to launch airstrikes in the Persian Gulf.
And forces in Saudi Arabia and in Egypt are mobilized and ready, but for what? Good evening. I'm Pam Huff.
And I'm Gene Lively. President Bush says that we will do whatever it takes to enforce sanctions against Iraq.
And now, apparently, this is one fight the United States will not have to handle alone. The UN Security Council imposed a worldwide economic and military embargo on Iraq as punishment for invading Kuwait. The embargo compels all 159 members of the United Nations to abide by that decision. The sanctions are a victory for President Bush and for those who stand beside him. British Prime Minister Margaret Thatcher.
I cannot remember a time when we had the world so strongly together against an action as now, and I hope that those sanctions will be properly and effectively enforced as a positive action against what we all totally and utterly condemn.
And even as our military strength builds, so do attempts to convince Turkey and Saudi Arabia to go along with plans to cut off Iraq. Defense Secretary Dick Cheney is with Saudi Arabia's King Fahd, looking at the Saudis' military options. Secretary of State Jim Baker goes to Turkey later this week to talk about these oil pipelines. Iraqi President Saddam Hussein insists he does not plan to invade Saudi Arabia. But so far, diplomatic attempts by Arabs like Yasser Arafat have produced nothing. The Iraqi invasion and all that it stands for is wreaking havoc on world markets. On Wall Street, the Dow fell more than 90 points. Oil prices are at their highest level in 3 years. Gasoline prices in this country are up by as much as 15 cents on the gallon. And tonight, there is now a question of what has become of 28 Americans rounded up with other foreigners in Kuwait and put on buses. The State Department says they may end up safe and sound in Baghdad. But tonight, the United States wants it clearly understood we are holding Iraq responsible for their well-being. And immediately following Channel 13 News this evening, NBC will have an update on the situation in the Persian Gulf. Gene?
In other news around the world tonight, a roundup of foreigners is underway in Liberia. The State Department says one American is among a group of about 15 people seized by rebels at a hotel in the Liberian capital. The foreigners were taken to a rebel camp just outside of town. There's no indication that any of them have been hurt. U.S. Marines went into Liberia yesterday to help Americans and other foreigners get out. It was 45 years ago that 140,000 died in the world's first atomic bomb blast. Hiroshima observed the exact time the bomb hit with a minute of silence today. The mayor of Hiroshima called for an end to all nuclear weapons. Hundreds of anti-nuclear demonstrators also marked the anniversary by showing up at defense installations in Colorado, Tennessee, South Carolina, and in Pennsylvania. A Texas man is offering a new theory about the assassination of President John F. Kennedy. Ricky White says that his father, a former Dallas police officer, was one of 3 CIA agents who killed Kennedy. White says that evidence left in his father's diary indicates that Lee Oswald never fired a shot. He claims that Oswald was set up to take the blame. White says the diary mysteriously disappeared from his home in 1988, shortly after it was shown to the FBI. The FBI could neither confirm nor deny that agents had seen the diary. The CIA calls the charges ludicrous.
In news from our area tonight, residents of Cahaba Heights say they are not giving up in their fight to stop commercial development near their community school. They met tonight at the school, and the neighbors vowed to never roll over and play dead. The Jefferson County Commission's vote to allow the development will be appealed in court. And concerned citizens of Cahaba Heights plan to hold a referendum in September. The voters at that time will be asked to approve an alternative plan for a park on the property instead of the shopping development.
In Pelham, commercial development along Highway 119 will be confined to the area west of I-65. A proposal to change zoning to some property near County Road 14 east of I-65 is being tabled for 6 months. The Pelham City Council will also ask Shelby County to assist with a land use plan for the property. Residents near the site along 119 complain that they don't need a shopping center at every crossroads. They also question the environmental impact of such plans. The land is now zoned agricultural and is used for estate-sizing residential lots.
Also tonight, the Jim Walters No. 5 mine located in Tuscaloosa is shut down. For the third time in less than 1 month, supervisors discovered a hot spot. Now, a hot spot occurs when combustion causes extremely hot conditions below the mine floor. The mine will not be reopened until safety officials consider the danger past. In the meantime, though, 500 miners are idled. Here in Birmingham, some 500 black employees at UAB await the outcome of a discrimination suit against the school. The case continues tomorrow morning in federal court. The suit claims that the school discriminates in its promotion practices. The university denies those charges. On a much happier note, these 4 healthy babies are doing just fine tonight at University Hospital. The Haynes quadruplets, 3 girls and a boy, were born on July 30th. Doctors say all 4 children, and now even mom and dad, are doing quite well. However, a bigger house and a bigger car are in the works.
Still to come, some possible changes in the abortion rules here in Alabama.
We'll tell you more about those changes. Here's Jerry.
Hey, Jean, it's beginning to feel just a little bit more comfortable tonight. We'll have a look at a rather pleasant Tuesday in a few minutes.
The 1990 Chevrolet full-size pickup at its good-looking best. Its hard-working best. You see so many on the job, on the road, because Chevy's full-size pickup just may be the best. But that's for you to test. And now's the time. During Summer Thunder Closeout, make your best deal. Then pick up an extra $600 cash back from your Heart of Alabama Chevrolet Geo dealers. The 1990 full-size Chevy pickup. Nothing else like it. And right now...
Six Flags presents 6 fun facts for summer. Did you know the new Georgia Cyclone is the South's tallest, fastest wooden coaster? That Bugs Bunny's turning 50 and throwing a party to take the cake. You can drench yourself with fun without ever hitting a beach. The South's best and biggest collection of family rides and thrills are right close by. That there's one place where kids under 48 inches tall get half off admission. And the somewhere you can find it all is Six Flags Over Georgia, where the South comes to play.
When the factories have a surplus, Jefferson Home Furniture has a sale. Tuesday only for 12 big hours. It's your chance to save on the special one-time purchases from major manufacturers. Famous name furniture, bedding, appliances, and accessories with additional markdowns Tuesday only. Plus, no down payment, no payment till November, and no interest if paid by November. The factory surplus sale, extra savings Tuesday.